everything I picked up this week. Starting with toys, and what I am most hyped about for the week is this Marvel Legends Cyclops and Marvel Girl Jean Grey 2-pack. I do have the previous release of Cyclops in his classic costume, the one that came with the Dark Phoenix and was a Toys R Us exclusive, but that one is on the Bucky Cap body and is since he's out of date. This new Vulcan body, however, perfect for Cyclops. He's like just sort of beefy enough. Cyclops has been my lifelong favorite X-Man because I always thought he was super cool because Wolverine's supposed to be the cool one, but Cyclops is the one telling Wolverine what to do. This Marvel Girl is also a big upgrade over the previous release. The previous one was rather short, and this one has double jointed elbows as well. And this is also just a more mature looking head sculpt. The other one kind of had like some pudge around the cheeks, so she did look younger, which I guess Jean is younger here, but they're not teens when they started wearing these, I don't think. So yeah, an updated version of the Cyclops was high on my want list. Cyclops especially doesn't look very cartoony and very animated. The Jean heads are kind of animated, but if you color that hair slightly darker or red, that'd be a pretty good comic Jean. So maybe I'll do that, but probably not. And then for Star Wars Black Series, I got a Sandtrooper. The only Sandtrooper I have right now is the one that came with the dewback, and I never got that original Wave 1 Sandtrooper. I always thought the Sandtrooper was a weird place to start for Black Series, but that's how they did it. Wave 1 Sandtrooper. Since he's walking around in the sands of Tatooine, he is a little dirty here, and they did add some paint apps to make him dirty. He also comes with a unique blaster. Unique to him blaster? I don't know. Probably not, but the main Stormtrooper doesn't come with this one. So now they can ride doubles on the dewbacks. And some Star Wars lore nerd, come let me know. What do they keep in these backpacks? I want to know. Next up, from G.I. Joe Classified Series, building out those Dreadnoks with Monkeywrench here. The Dreadnoks are my favorite team to build in the Classified Series. They're just a silly little biker gang. They all look kind of goofy. They've all got something weird going on. I don't know what Monkeywrench's gimmick is, but he has a gun with a trident on the end of it, a big fork. What a crazy guy. I wonder what he is up to with that. I don't know. I do want them to make a vehicle of some kind for the Dreadnoks to put them on, since they're a biker gang. That doesn't necessarily have to be a bike. I would take like a Mad Max style car. These next two are imports, so it came in this box. Do you have a guess of what S.H.Figuarts this is? So I ordered this on Nin Game because it was a P Bandai exclusive. And P Bandai doesn't ship to Canada. So I got Jewelry Bonney here. The One Piece S.H.Figuarts line has been a bit of a letdown. Hopefully they start getting better. Hopefully this is better even. And then those exclusives like Kizaru and Marco, those are insane. Oh, and Dracula? Insanely priced. I know One Piece has a lot of diehard fans that are willing to pay $200 for those characters, but not me. I am priced out from that. This is how Bonnie appears on Egghead Island. I have Egghead Chopper on the way, and I'm hoping to find Egghead Luffy for cheap when I go to Japan. And then I'm probably good for Egghead specific outfits. I even would have preferred Bonnie in her normal outfit, the more piratey looking one. Then this one I got from GameStop, or EB Games as it's now called. It is the S.H.Figuarts Jiraiya 2.0. So I still haven't opened that original Jiraiya release, but this one comes with pieces to change it up into his frog form. So I'm going to have him powered up with Tsunade and Orochimaru, have them hanging out as their trio, and then that 1.0 Jiraiya, I guess that was like a 1.50, a 1.5 Jiraiya. It's gonna be using that ice cream extra head sculpt and go with Naruto. So that was a heartwarming scene in that manga. Jiraiya gives him the ice cream, they share ice cream. I like that scene quite a bit. But just looking at it, this is definitely an upgrade over that original Jiraiya. Now onto my monthly comic books. This is the biggest week of October. Next week is pretty small even. But we've got Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 39. I wanted this because it promised to follow up on Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. And I am minorly intrigued by those origin boxes, I will say. Then Ultimate Spider-Man issue 22. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 5. This is the end of the series, and it leads into that Miles one, as I mentioned, and it also leads into the Ultimates issue 17. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe issue 3. This is a mini, so I'm less prone to drop the mini, but if this was an ongoing, I would have dropped it by now. Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, issue 13, and I saw they're renumbering Moon Knight again. That's ridiculous. Just keep a numbering, because they like to say every new #1's a new jumping on point, but I've seen the counter argument that it's a new jumping off point, and I have jumped off at a renumbering, so they're correct. Fantastic Four, issue 4. New History of the DC Universe, issue 4. Justice League Unlimited, issue 12 with the terrific 10, and I saw on Instagram, this is the Futures End Tim Drake Batman Beyond, not the New 52 Tim Drake at the end of Futures End became Batman Beyond. So this isn't Terry. I thought that was funny. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 12, the last issue by Jason Aaron, and I am now dropping this series. Exquisite Corpse issue 6. A DC KO tie-in of Superman with issue 31. Green Lantern issue 28, now out of the Starbreaker supremacy. And another DC KO tie-in with the Flash issue 26. So side spurs off the Flash now. I'm gonna pick up these DC KO issues, and then I look forward to seeing who's writing the ongoing, who's taking over once DC KO's over. Because I doubt it's Mark Waid. He's writing too many things right now. There's just no way. Then I only picked up one trade, but it was a big one. It's an Omnibus. It's the Question Omnibus of Volume 2. So I have Volume 1, and now I have all of Denny O'Neil's Question. So looking forward to reading this. Should I do a long video review once I've read it? Let me know. Now to discuss last week's comics. So Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe issue 4 had Godzilla fighting a giant-sized Hulk, and Hulk had a hammer and things. So that was fun. And then a bunch of the Marvel heroes show up in a giant mech that they're all co-piloting and then have their powers in the mech and everything. It's a fun enough series. So Incredible Hulk issue 30 ended with Bruce Banner getting separated physically from the Hulk, because the Hulk's kind of like a magic entity, I guess, right now. And then he was left for dead in, I think they're in hell, but it might be some other plane. And then who is it? The first child or something. The eldest, that's his name. The eldest of the Mother of Horrors took over the Hulk's body, and that's, I guess, why he's the Infernal Hulk next issue. So, yeah, the Infernal Hulk's following an evil Hulk then. That's not even has the Hulk personality? I'm intrigued to see what they're doing with that. Wonder Woman continues her fight against a mouse man, and he has kidnapped Trinity, which I do feel she could have found a sitter. Leave her with the Wonder Girls or something, because this was irresponsible bringing her here. But it does make for a fun story. Okay, so One World Under Doom ended with Doom accidentally killing Valeria in a magic moment. He specifically says he grinds in time, making it an unchangeable moment, whatever. This just adds to my theory that he's gonna make Valeria Sorcerer Supreme somehow. So he'll, power up Valeria, give her that Sorcerer Supreme magic, and then she'll revive herself. I don't know. It'll do something. I'm looking forward to it. Just you watch. I'm always right. Set a very classic real-world American history plot twist here, where there was a guy in charge of Latveria before Dr. Doom. Obviously, Dr. Doom wasn't always around. But then the American government sponsored and paid for Dr. Doom's team, regime, whatever, to dethrone the previous leader of Latveria. And now Dr. Doom's also doing evil stuff, because they just swap one out for another. And then this other Captain America finds that out, and it just breaks him. He keeps getting broken by the system, and he says he's tired of being the bad guy. And this has been good stuff. They made G.I. Joe issue 12, made Jodie super cool. Beachhead, I knew nothing about Beachhead, but Beachhead's super cool too. They're just series, really making me enjoy the Joes. And I commend them for 12 issues in, still no sign or word of Snake Eyes. I commend you. They might be saving Snake Eyes for a future silent issue. I don't know what number the silent issue of that original G.I. Joe run was, maybe 21 or something. So I feel they might introduce Snake Eyes in that, but we'll have to wait and see. So there's everything I picked up this week. Let me know what you're reading and what you want to see reviewed first.